Hi, boys and girls. Today I am back with another story for you. If you think back to the story that we listened to the other day, the giant jam sandwich, we were kind of putting ourselves in the shoes of the characters in that story. Would we feel the same way that they felt if we were in that story? And I think when we were reading that one, we kind of agreed that, yeah, if giant bugs invaded our town, we would be a little bit worried and annoyed, and we would want to try to do whatever it took to kind of get them away or whatever our idea might be. And in the story, they actually made a giant jam sandwich to try to get them to take it and go home. So, what we are going to read today is a really nice story called Blackout. And what I would like you to think about in this story is how the characters kind of feel about each other, okay? And you may have been home before when the power went out, and try to think back to some of the things that you did. So you can kind of even once again put yourself in the shoes of these characters, but I want you to see what happens when everybody just has a moment to kind of think about what they are doing. Okay, so I'll go ahead and put the cover up right here for you so you can take a quick look at that while I take the book jacket off. All right, so let's go ahead and open up our story here. I want you to think about how the characters kind of show their true feelings for each other in this story, okay? And think about what you might do in this situation as well. This is Blackout by John Rocco. It started out as a normal summer night. The city was loud and hot. Inside, everyone was busy. We see our character here. They don't tell us in the words, but what does it look like our character wants to do? We see a board game here, trying to show it to the sister, and the sister says, "Get out." Character bringing it downstairs to dad. "Sorry, much too busy." So our character just wants to play a board game, and how is everyone kind of reacting to that? Can our character find anyone to play with? No, everyone's just too busy doing their own thing. So our character went upstairs with the cat, just by themselves playing some games. And then the lights went out. All of them. Mom! Nothing worked at all. They tried a flashlight. The city was dark and quiet and still. So the power went out, and what's everybody doing now? Kind of saw on the last page. Looks like everybody just kind of stopped whatever they were doing. They're not so busy anymore. We huddled around flashlights and candles, doing some shadow puppets. Until it was too hot and sticky to sit inside. Can we go? We remember what this is. We read this in a fine school. What do we call this thing here? This white sort of squiggly thing coming up from our character. Good, that's our speech bubble. So we know that this character is saying, "Can we go? ... question mark. Where do you think they might go? Make a prediction." I heard some good ones. Let's keep reading. So we went up and up and up to the rooftop and found, was your prediction correct? Did you say they were going to go to the roof? Let's keep reading. So they found on the rooftop the lights. So when we look at this illustration, did they really find lights when they got to the roof? No, they didn't. What did they find that kind of looks like lights? Right, we see all the really cool looking stars in the night sky. So it's a really cool scene that they saw when all the lights went out. They might not have been able to see them before because it was too bright in the big city. And people. It was a block party in the sky. We waved to everyone, but then we heard other sounds below. So we went down and down and down to the street. Come on. Another speech bubble there. So our character says, let's go downstairs. A party was going on there too. Free. Yippee! La la la. So what is everyone doing now? Yeah, they're just hanging out, having a good time. No one's busy anymore. And no one was busy at all. When the lights came back on, you see the family kind of stopped everything. They're just spending some time together. And now, when the lights came back on, everything went back to normal. So everyone's getting busy again until our character, click. Looks like they're turning off the light switch. But not everyone likes normal. I gotta go. Good idea, buddy. So what was our character's idea in the story? Yeah, maybe they could just all take a minute to kind of hang out, pretend like they're in the blackout again, because they really all liked spending some time together. The end. So, at the beginning of our story, what was the problem? Right, our character just really wanted to kind of spend some time with his family, play a board game, and everyone was just too busy. They kind of told him to get out, or they couldn't, or they were doing other things. And then the power went out. What happened when the power went out? Right, they kind of all went as a family. They started exploring their big building in the city there. So they went all the way up to the roof of their apartment building and found that, they could see all the awesome looking stars. They saw many other families up there just kind of spending time together and having a good time. Then they heard some noise and they went down to the street. What did they find on the street? Exactly. When they went to the street, they saw all kinds of people and families just hanging out, having a good time. Was everyone busy, kind of doing their own thing? No, not really. They were kind of showed their true feelings that really enjoyed spending some good time together as a family. So I really like this story because it kind of gives us a reminder sometimes that, we just want to drop what we are doing. Everybody has things to do. It might be homework, or maybe we want to watch a TV show or play a video game or whatever it might be. Maybe mom or dad, they're on the computer, or maybe they have some work to do. Sometimes it's really nice just to kind of set all of that aside and just spend some good time together, because there's a lot of things going on in our lives and in our world. And we don't really need to have a blackout and a power outage to kind of remind us that, it's really nice to spend some time together and remember our true feelings that, we love one another And we can always have a good time if we just kind of take the time to spend and enjoy each other's company. So that's why I really like this story, because it kind of reminded me that, sometimes I'm just too busy and I want to spend time with those people that I love. Okay? So I hope that you enjoyed this story, and I hope that this kind of gives you a reminder that, sometimes it's nice to just sit down and play a board game, with our family and the people that we love. Okay? So I hope you enjoy Blackout. Bye-bye. Thanks for listening.